Big up to all those in YouTube land. Transfer news is crazy, and Romelu Lukaku's arrival to Napoli is flattening the press. Literally, they're on the floor. All that and more in Blues Brothers episode 27. Let's go. Big up to all those in YouTube land. Hopefully, everyone is doing well and okay in their midweek Wednesdays. JPT, my brother, nice little stream you had yesterday. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed watching and Deals and Prime banter through each other yesterday. That was actually quite fun. I enjoyed that.
It's our version of Fire and Ice, man.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, cold and ice. Yeah, cold as ice with fire and water. Simple Stew. Big up, Stewie. How you doing, brother? You right, mate? How you doing? I like your new emblem.
That's pretty nice.
It is pretty nice. Yeah, well done, man. I hope you're doing well.
We can't be mad at Legos.
DJ Crane. Oh, Blues Bros. And yeah, CFC has the defense. Opens like a curtain. Jenny. Why is it? Why is it that everyone's been describing our defense as a Jenny?
Because that's me.
I know, Jenny.
I'm an Olympic gold medalist, Jenny. Can you
I
stop?
play ping pong. Negative defensive aura. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We have our defenses part for the opposition and let them run at you. Run, Forrest, run! Literally. Big up Trip Vic in the building as well. Hope you're doing all right. Hey everyone. Hello, Miss Baby Girl. Hope you're doing. Mrs. is in the building. Thank God you're back, Brosif. Yesterday was a riot, Brosif. You were the one telling me in the chat to not come back for the next one, you cheeky so-and-so. What are you going on about?
Apparently with her 3 nipples or whatever the fuck they were talking about.
Yeah, her 3 belly buttons. And I just said to her, the other two were nipples. She just got them confused.
No nipple having it.
Have a great show, Wolf. Thank you very much, Trip.
Thank you, Trip.
Up to you, man. How you doing? Now, as the title says, defense, do we have one? Now, I know a lot's been made over the performance against Wolves at the weekend because I sat with my missus and I watched it with her. I would like to say, even though JPT had a pretty comprehensive cover over this yesterday, and he touched on something that I just think was quite apt as well with Enzo. Now, with Enzo in the team, does he create an instability, JPT? Because you touched on this yesterday with the lads, and I want to get deeper into this. Pause. Yeah, give me your take on it. And do you believe that Enzo unbalances the midfield and in that case exposes the defense? What's your take on it?
Enzo's a liability. Our best lineup because you were saying like to go deeper pause, and I was like, yeah, to give the best 11. Speaking of deeper, it doesn't include Enzo. Man, right now we were all saying we miss Lavia.
Yes.
My God, it was, bro. It's like we're playing with a 4-0-4, like one. I don't know. I'm trying to do the math right now, but I'm a little tipsy still from after work. But yeah, no, it's they're non-existent. They're non-existent. They're not existent, man. That defense, especially with the center back pairing right now, we cannot take a chance with our double pivot.
Yeah, that's true.
I think
wait. We can't take a chance with a double pivot, or we can't take a double pivot with Enzo.
With Enzo, unless we use Enzo in a system where, when I say like Enzo's a 6, I don't mean like he's like a Lavia type of 6. It's more like Jorginho type of 6 with ball distribution, more composer, playing deeper within our team. But he needs to have that, someone the likes of Caicedo and maybe Gallagher at the same time. Maybe we could have seen that midfield after Enzo's hernia surgery. But he needs someone to almost, if we were especially we're playing with this inverted fullback with either Cucurella. I mean, Gusto was our inverting fullback, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
On the right, and he was on the right, and obviously Cucurella was.
It's almost like the Ross Geller situation.
You're twisting it. Stop twisting it. Sorry.
Pivot. Oh man, sorry. But yeah, no. and right now we can't take a chance. We need support up front because right now, like Wolves were breezing by. We were talking about Kendrick Moore. They crip walked straight up to our defense, bro. Like
That
it
is
was.
your exact words. That was your exact words in the watch along. They crit walked through the middle of us. It was just
They
like,
not
yeah, it
like
was.
us. Like it's and it was. I mean, you saw how easy it was for them, bro. When that free kick came at the end of the first half, I'm like, this is not a good feeling. I feel like we're just gonna collapse because we just switch off like that. That's why like these early leads sometimes don't mean shit to me. I know what happens to
Yeah,
our defense, man.
same thing with me. Yeah.
But
Well,
also too. Oh, go ahead.
well, I was gonna say that, but I was gonna say on that note, because of because when you look at their second goal, and this is why I believe Enzo's part of the problem in the sense of because he's actually he's tried to close them down twice in the build up to their second goal. And he's like, I'm not sure if this guy can't tackle. I'm not sure if he doesn't have defensive awareness
He
or
should
what
have
it
taken
is.
a tactical foul.
Well,
Get the yellow.
well, the thing is, he didn't take the ball or the man. He ended up doing neither. He was there. He was like this. He was doing all the jocking and all
He
that.
was
But
getting little bro. He was just shoving him out. I was like, are you even trying like to make a
well, yeah,
turn?
that's you know what? That's actually a good way of putting it. He got little bro.
I'm
He's
like,
just like, go away,
RKO the motherfucker. Like just something.
KO the
Like
motherfucker.
sweet chin
You know
right
what I mean?
there.
Running knee, something. Stop him. But yeah, big up deals as well in the back.
Oh shit,
Welcome,
nice.
welcome, 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 welcome.
Big up, big up,
Wilson
big up,
in the
big up.
building.
Hang on. Now, hang on. Now, deals. I'll just quickly get up to date because we're talking about the Wolves result, but I'm not talking about like the good attacking side like you guys were mentioning the other day.
Yeah,
I'm talking about Enzo's responsibility in the first half, to how we were so open.
yeah,
Because as much as now you messaged me earlier today about the Victor Osherman thing. Now
yeah.
that's all good and all, but I do think, and JPT said it at the beginning of the stream, that as much as we are investing in the top end of the pitch, bro, we are
We're
dodgy.
linked. We're linked. No, 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 no. Fabrizio just said like 30 minutes ago. JPT. I don't know if you've seen it. We're linked to a Portuguese defender. He's
Oh,
from
Araujo.
yeah, but
Yeah,
he's from
I thought I shared that, but yeah,
Yeah,
he's from
Rahul.
Benfica. He's from Benfica. That's the
22
only
year old.
problem. He's from Benfica. That's the only problem. And Rui Costa's going on his stance and saying that he's not for sale. Now, I don't think this happens. Fabrizio said that we've made a short list of centre backs, so
Yeah,
it's not gonna be like a one centre back situation that we're going for. I think it's a short list. There's a short list, 100%, like the striker situation.
wait. Like, what you're
That means
shortlisting?
some
What they're
people
going
are
to
getting
buy
out
the
the
top
door
two,
then.
or what?
Yeah.
How does that short list work? Right, and
So
in what form does it
so
take?
basically, so
And how many
basically,
days left?
so basically, the short list matters on. We're gonna try and make the deals happen. Now, if the deal don't happen very fastly, because we got till Friday, we haven't got that time. We haven't got many time left. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the
So
thing is, the Lukaku thing was completed today.
yeah,
He's gone, and I know because the press was. I must admit, the press with it. Did you see the video of him trying to get through the crowd and the
Bro, it was like
yeah,
guy
I
fell
saw
over?
it.
bulldozer.
That was funny.
I
He
see it.
actually
I see
stopped.
it.
To be fair to Lukaku, though, he stopped to help the guy up, which was
Yeah.
nice of him. Like he actually
Yeah,
helped pull him up. To
yeah,
be
yeah,
fair, but yeah, like okay, because I don't know about you, right? And I've just said this to JPT, and I want your take on this as well. When you look at Enzo's defensive play, and you've touched on it because you've spoken, and I will acknowledge this as well. Deals has been one of those ones who's been talking about Lavia quite a bit recently. And I think, like the rest of us, Lavia's kind of grown in us a little bit, all of us this season, because this is what we
yeah.
should have got more towards last season. This is the extra option because he's quite a big lad.
Apparently, he's gonna be out for the Palace game. Maraska said he's out for the Palace game today. He said
Well,
he
I'm
ain't
not.
gonna be.
I thought he
He
said
ain't
he was
gonna be
out for
back.
tomorrow, but
He said
for
he's
sure.
out for the Palace. He said he's out for the Palace game, and Reece James is out for the
Well,
Palace
yeah.
game.
Well, I'm not.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
Reece James anyway. When he comes back, is going to be useless because as soon as he comes back, he's got to serve his suspension.
Well, it depends. How
wait.
do you
I
think
thought
How do
this
you think
wasn't
he's
part of
gonna use?
suspension.
How do you think he's gonna use Reece? Because a lot of people are saying that he's gonna be used as a centre back. That's what a lot of people are
Well,
saying.
like what? I was like on the three, or on the right hand
Yeah,
side of the three. Well, I'm not being
yeah.
funny. That's kind of a role Cesar Aspilicueta had. So
Yeah.
I don't think. Okay, I know everyone in Chelsea loves Reece James, but I'm not being funny. Reece James isn't the defender that Aspilicueta was, so
No, he isn't.
he has to develop
He
into
wasn't
that
there
role.
too at the end of the day.
Sorry,
No,
what
because
was that?
also what he has that what he has that Reese, we don't even know if he has it in him. Is that leadership?
Well, the thing is because one thing about when you think of Reece James, you always tend to think it's leadership by example, doesn't it? Because he's
That's
not.
what I'm saying.
Because we spoke about this last season about we don't have a captain that shouts and balls on the pitch, and Conor Gallagher was probably the only one that done that. Thiago Silva in patches, but his English wasn't too great. So, you know, what I mean,
Wolfie, and JPT. Do you think that the Reece James, that we're trying to see, is the one that's bombing up forward? Because Maresca's system,
yeah,
it's
he
not
will
very.
be because he'll be inverted.
Yeah. But what I'm trying to say is that we're gonna need to see Reece James bomb up forward like we normally do, the way that he normally plays. You know what I'm on about?
But that's when he was playing. Yeah, that was like when we won the Champions League.
Yeah,
when he was bombing up on the right hand side. But the thing is, that was when he had a back with 3 behind him, though.
I would trust more if we're gonna have instead of bombing him forward.
Hang on, let me have this right. Let me have this right. Okay, just the bottom half of forget the top half of the pitch, right? Say we got because we play in inverted fullbacks, right? What would you say was our formation?
It's 4-3-3, I would say.
A 4-3-3. So all right then. So with Cole Palmer off up to support the attacking 3, we'll scratch them out for a second. So we've got a double pivot. So we've got the left back, the right back. You know what I mean? The 2 centre backs, and we've got the goalkeeper, right? So we
didn't he play a 4-3-2-1 the other day, JPT?
He did with as like I was gonna say a 4-2-3-1 is what we use, and we use Gusto as an inverting, while I think Enzo is pushing more forward.
But then
we switch to a 3-2-4-1.
But in tactics, he changes his gameplay into he switches it to 4-4-3.
Yeah, but the thing is, forget. I appreciate that tactically he adapts, but the thing is, you always have a starting system.
Yeah,
regardless of how you adapt it. So we'll just say at the minute we have a double pivot at the back with the 4 defenders and the goalkeeper, with one of them pushing up in what normally would possibly believe they might take it in turns, because normally one goes up to join the midfield and they end up as a back 3 and they spread out, and someone else, because I think they take it in turns, the wing backs or full backs, wherever you want to put them, to invert and come back and help. Because obviously because if you're trying to keep it as a 3 at the system where the other guy pushes into midfield, similar to how Arsenal do, you're still going to need to have
Wolfie, are we trying to play football nowadays? Because we're not playing the old school. Because a lot of Chelsea fans, right? I hear from a lot of Chelsea fans, they think that we're gonna play like old school football, like we like get the result.
We're playing pep football, bro.
We're playing copy pep football. That's what we're doing now.
Pep
in terms of, to be honest, right? Realistically, I'll be real with you, right? Our squad and style of play has always been pragmatic.
Yeah,
what I mean by that is we can play good football, but we play it on the basis of efficiency. So basically, if we're playing well, we're doing 1-2s around your box, we're dancing around you, we'll pass into space and we'll cut you open. If we're playing badly, normally we'll just sit there on the counter attack and maybe we'll score an old goal or 2. Because realistically, that's our Achilles heel. That's why.
Are you saying that we're gonna be playing more with the ball? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, of course, because obviously Pep's system is based on possession. So is Enzo's. But the problem is we've never been good at breaking teams down in that way.
Yeah.
We've not. Sorry, JPT.
I was just gonna say, but like what I've seen also from preseason, when also I think what changed when the likes of like maybe Neto comes on to the game, is that we put a little bit more pressure.
Well, the thing is with Neto,
especially with Guyu up front. But
the thing is with Neto, he's the first proper winger we've bought, because let's be honest, Sterling, Jackson, Madueke to a degree, they're all inside forwards.
Yeah, so is Felix. So is
Yeah, well, he's more of an
Nkunku.
attacking midfielder. He likes to play as a number 10. Just like, because the thing is, yeah, I can understand sort of why they want to get rid of Raheem Sterling, but at the same time, like, where does Felix and Cuckoo, Palmer all start in this team, bro? Where does even if Osherman comes, all right, he'll go up top and it will give competition for places. But realistically, right, we need more
He
width.
will switch. He will switch it up in certain games, Wolfie. There's no
Well, he's going to
way.
need to.
There's no way. There's no way every single player is gonna play every single game, bro. Like
All right,
we've got a lot of games this season. Remember that. We haven't just got the
true.
Premier League games. We haven't just got, you know, Carling Cup games. We just haven't, like, it's not the same as last season, bro. We've got a
That's
lot of
true.
games now.
We have got a lot of games now, but one thing, as I said, I still don't see the balance. So I'll ask you to answer the original question, Deals, and then I'll ask JPT.
I think he would change it up. He has to.
No. But what's our strongest lineup? With the back six as they are, or seven, including the goalkeeper, because you've got
Right.
the two holding midfielders, the four defenders, and the goalkeeper. Who would you say defensively is our strongest lineup?
JPT, you go first, and I'll go second.
Well, go on then. Because that's a tough question.
Jorgensen, I would feel more comfortable with Jorgensen in goal. Right now, our best left back is Cucurella.
Agreed.
Right back, I want to say it's James, but right now, I think Gusso's been playing very well. And why interrupt that? I think he's been pretty reliable, almost to the point where like we didn't even need Reece James back unless Gusso was either like suspended or
JP. I think he's been poor a little bit. You know.
He was at fault for, I think it was the first goal because he wasn't in line. But he's also, I don't think he should be the one inverting. That's the thing.
Wait. If you actually want to talk about a person who's more to blame, you should more look at Wesley Fofana, because he's been playing just about everybody on side over the last 2 weeks. And the funny thing is, have you noticed that as well with him? Yeah,
it's like back to preseason.
You know, it's like it goes like a line, and then there's Wesley Fofana, and then there's everybody else, and it's happened for like 2 weeks in a row.
Did you see that thing? Yeah, that come out after the game. Apparently, he's been playing with an eye infection.
Who?
Wesley Fofana.
Well, so if he's got an eye infection, why is he playing?
Exactly.
Vision helps you as a defender.
Exactly.
Cap Io, Cap Io. You let Guy and Tomori leave for peanuts. Well, I'm not being funny. We let Gallagher go for peanuts. We let Salah go for peanuts. We let Lukaku go for peanuts today. KDB, like, it's just a long line of list.
Pulisic.
Well, the thing is, actually, like, well, I'm not being funny. Technically speaking, right, when Guy and Tomori were there, we had a Rudy Jaeger. So technically speaking, they weren't good enough.
How much did we sell Pulisic for?
About what, 18, 20, wasn't it?
Bro, I think it was 20.
We bought him for 50 mil, didn't we? 55 mil max.
Yeah, but that was an Abramovich signing, man, and he was cleared out by the Brogy regime. So, and I'm not being funny.
Like, Pulisic doesn't even feel like a pure profit at that point, but
he's injury though.
Yeah.
He
was injury prone in England. He's having better luck with his health in Milan. But you know what? Milan's not playing really good right now, too.
Yeah, because they play a lot more relaxed style. They don't constantly rely on pressing. That's all it is.
Well, Tammy Abraham's gone to AC Milan.
No, he just left. Did he just leave Roma, or is he still there? I thought there was a deal.
He's gone AC Milan apparently. He's gonna link up with
Oh yeah, AC Milan is pretty much Chelsea at this point.
Yeah, old Chelsea,
bro. Watch him get Callum Hudson-Odoi.
Maybe they get Hudson-Odoi there.
Can I ask you, hey, you boys, on this point, Conor Gallagher's FFP, the system isn't fit for purpose. Is it for FFP, or is they just wanted to get rid of him and that was the excuse because he was pure profit? Because I'm not being funny. No Chelsea fan wanted him to
I
go.
think they just wanted to get rid of him.
That's exactly what I think. FFP is bullshit.
No, but me, you both know, Wolfie and JP. We tried to get rid of Gallagher a year ago, so this was nothing new. And they've been trying to get rid of Chalobah. But you know what the problem is, yeah, Wolfie and JP. Why do you think, yeah, they've coalesced Chalobah's head, yeah, into signing a new deal? Because he's on a long contract, you know.
They wanted more money for him. That's what he was.
He's on till 2029.
Well, again, Kiapo, our FFP didn't matter at that point. When we sold Conor Gallagher, guess what? FFP was no longer a threat for the next 3 years. So to say FFP was the reason why we sold him is utter bullshit.
And who else did we just get rid of?
Wait, hang on, JPG. And the reason why it's utter bullshit because the Premier League tried suing us afterwards because we sold 2 hotels to members of our consortium, and then the Premier League tried doing us for it. So I appreciate what you're saying about FFP, but when it comes to Conor Gallagher, I mean this with the utmost respect. It's of no relevance because FFP has been dealt with. Why get rid of Conor Gallagher and sign someone like Victor Osimhen if you're worried about FFP?
Go watch.
João Felix. Why are you worried about FFP?
Go watch what David Ornstein said on Talksport. He said Chelsea are no longer in situations of FFP or what's that word? The other what's it called? What's it called? PSR.
Yeah. By the way, the further restrictions of that, by the way, come into fruition, I believe, towards the end of this season. So everybody else is going to have that because everyone may be laughing at us. Well, guess what? When everyone else is forced to do the same thing soon, you're going to see that Chelsea have been a step ahead of everybody, by the way.
100%.
Because all these £100 million signings and all that, that's all going to stop dead soon.
And also, too, like, just off what we're clearing off from our wage bill, but it's not just Gallagher too.
Yeah, Lukaku being gone, that helps as well. By the way, well done, JPT. Our wage bills just dropped by about $500,000.
Well, a lot of people saying that why does a lot of rivals say that we've got 44 players?
Well, we do.
It is, but it's like they're not senior players though. They're not senior players.
Everybody had over the years has had ex-senior first team players in the reserve teams. Okay, I'm not being funny. As much as people try to make a big deal of how bloated of our
I'm sorry, but we got rid of Lukaku already. We got rid of Maddison, Lewis Hall, Gallagher, who else?
Thiago Silva.
We've got rid of a lot of deadwood.
Gilchrist's. I mean, yeah, but the thing is that it's an easy narrative because even Prime said it yesterday. Liverpool have a bigger squad than us.
Right.
And they have more goalkeepers than us, and I think might have a bigger squad.
JPT. Right. On this point, I get what you're saying. Yes, on the books it looks prettier, but realistically, financial fair play comes in a 3-year turnover. We're now on a completely new 3-year cycle. I appreciate what you're saying. It does make the books look better, 100%. But saying that Gallagher was sold on that basis is a bull-faced lie. Let me tell you that right now. It's a bull-faced lie. Like Deals has been said, they've been trying to get rid of this guy for about 1.5 years. So, and it's only the fans that have by the way, it was Poch that really kept that guy around. Let's be honest, okay?
Yeah, that's the reason why we didn't get Felix, because of Poch.
It's because of
Poch said no.
Exactly. So then again, we're Chelsea fans. We're supposed to know what's what, and then this one to us, it's just same thing with Trevor Chalobah as well. By the way, we all think he's a good player. Right? Does anyone here actually think he's a crap player?
I think he's our best defender, like I said yesterday.
Well, okay. Well, I put it this way. We'll just Trevor Chalobah quickly, right? Sell or keep, JPT. Sell or keep.
I'd rather keep, man. I think if right now, because right now I don't see who is going to be real leader. I think a lot of people were looking at Conor Gallagher before he left, but I think this guy could, because he's been with us for a while. So you could say same time with like Reece James and everything, but at least we were like as much as injuries are missing as James. So I think he would have been a good captain, a good leader, especially now that Silva's gone. But he's not training with the team. Maresca is like he had his list of players like they're not training with us. I don't give a crap. They're not training with us. Not part of the team.
Chelsea bomb squad as they've now been called.
But I don't know, because right now I feel like a lot of our center backs are inconsistent.
Wolfie, I want like JP saying, I want to keep, but because what Maresca said already, he's going in it.
Yeah, so
No,
it
no, no,
don't
no, no,
matter.
no, no, no,
It
no.
doesn't
I'm not.
matter.
I'm not talking about the politics. I just simply said I asked between the three of us as a conversation of Chelsea fans. I already knew all three of us were going to say keep because, there's a reason why Poch put him next to Silva last season as soon as he was fit.
Yes.
It's because unlike with the rest of them, Trevor Chalobah a bit better all rounded than the rest.
He had
If
a
that's
better partnership. He had a better partnership
Well,
with
Badishil's like a battering ram defensively. You can stand there and things will bounce off of him and he's good in the air. Diassi is good and mobile but doesn't have a sense of danger. Wesley Fofana, okay, you
Bro,
can say
none of
you
them
can
are
say
good.
he's match rusty, but he's just got no awareness for me.
None of them are good defensively. I'd
No, they're
say
not.
none of them. They're
Not
not.
entirely. What do you think of Mudryk? I think that is your worst signing. To be honest, I disagree with that actually. I think Mudryk, the problem with Mudryk, he needs to be played centrally. I
I
do.
want to
I
see
do. Because
Wolfie.
Mudryk,
I want to
and,
see.
he's never got 5 games in a row, Mudryk. So no,
Wolfie and
I'm not
JP.
going to bury him like that.
I
He
want
has
to see.
potential, but I would say Lukaku is. I mean, are worse than
I want
that
to
one.
see what Cole can do on the ball because you see the passes that he does. Yeah, I can't
No,
lie.
Kepa's up there for worst signing ever as well. Kepa.
You see the
That was
passes that
too eager. Yeah.
you see the passes that Cole does. Yeah, to the forward line. Yeah, I think we can get something out of Cole on the ball, but off the ball, he's got a lot to learn.
Off the ball, a lot of them have got to learn. But the thing is, like I was saying with the defense, and because with me personally, like we've always been talking about, I think that the structure of the defense should be obviously Concedo, Lavia on the right, Reece James if he's fit in a more fullback role. I don't like him in an inverted role because
So I'm saying same with Gusto.
it narrows us too much, and then we can't
Yeah.
split teams open. Because one thing about it is Chelsea,
And he's slow as well. He's slow
He
as
is.
well. You know, he's gone.
Like
He's gone
Kukurea
a bit.
feels better, looks more comfortable inverting. I would rather utilize James with his defensive qualities, especially with the back
JP,
three of him, Fofana, and Colwell. That wouldn't sound too bad.
JP, do you think he's gone
disgusting
slower?
man, DJ Crane.
Do you think he's gone a bit slow
Who?
over the years? Reece James, he's not
Injuries.
the same.
No, it's injury. I don't think he's slow. I think he's just hesitant to sprint.
Yeah, because of the injury situation.
Yeah, because it starts to play on your mind, bro. When you get the same injury all over and over and over and over again, it becomes fear, bro. Michael Owen said it the best, right? Because if he's hamstring, and it's funny how I think they've actually got similar injuries, Michael Owen.
Wolf, when we gonna talk about the transfers
in a minute, because we still got to talk about the game we've got tomorrow, because I do appreciate the hype around the Oshermans and all that kind of thing. But right now, brother, I'm one of those guys now that the business is starting in terms of actually playing. If they're not there, then I'm not actually asked about them because everything else is just talk. Now,
there is a deadline day on Friday, so
there is a deadline day, but it's definitely not today. And I'm not being funny. Nothing's going to happen over the next hour and 10 minutes or whatever.
You never know, though. You never know.
You never know. But one thing about it is you can tell deals, right? I'm not being funny. With this Osherman deal, it kind of feels like the Concedo deal last year.
Yeah.
If we weren't fucking around so much and just got it done.
Wolfie, do you think it's because and JP, do you think our owners love all this drama? They love it, innit?
Well, I don't necessarily think they love it because realistically, from a business point of view, you want your squad together as early as possible so you got better chance of winning and all that with a pre-season and stuff. So I don't think it's that way, but I just think the politics in football have come into play too much. Like, for example, this week, I don't know if anybody else heard it, but apparently Lukaku would have been gone on Monday if it wasn't for his image rights being transferred from Chelsea.
Because we take long to do business. We just take long to do business.
It depends because when we got Sterling, even though he was a big name, that deal was pretty much done like that. And I'm not being funny. Same thing with Lavia.
Or maybe we was waiting to see Wolfie and JP what Napoli's change of starts was, because at the start of the window, Osherman's price tag was a bit higher.
Well, hang on, hang on. LeBron James plays a different kind of game to what Reece James does. I'm afraid. I'm
Doesn't
afraid.
she play like more as a winger?
No, she plays more centrally and right.
Mm.
Yeah, but the thing is, I will say that is one thing I will say about LeBron James is she doesn't have as much defensive responsibility
That's
as
the
her
thing,
brother
yeah.
do, because
Do you
she's
do you
more of an
remember?
attacker player.
Do you remember? Do you not remember
Almost like a
when
Traore type of role.
do you not remember when Reece James was playing right wing on against Arsenal last year?
Bro, I
When
remember when he was playing right wing for Wigan.
when Poch put him into right wing for the last 10 minutes against Arsenal. I was at that game actually, and I actually thought
Big
Reece
RP
James
Ross.
as a right winger.
Hey, Donna.
It doesn't suit him. It doesn't suit him still.
All right. Well, first 11 because we got a game in the Europa League Conference tomorrow away. So, right, I want to hear from you two what your 11s are going to be.
My 11s this year.
Wait, let me finish. Hang on. Hold on, Tiger. Hang on. Now, 1 second. Right. I want to get your 11 and a scoreline prediction. Sorry. Now, fire away, Deals. Sorry. Didn't mean to stop you there.
My goalkeeper, I'm playing a 4-3-2-1. So my goalkeeper is gonna be 4-3-3. I'm gonna change it to. So my goalkeeper is gonna be Jorgensen in goal. Colwell, not Col. Badishil and Tossin. Right back, I've gone a Chimpong. Gusto's injured at the. Gusto's not going tomorrow. He's not. Basically, he's being readied for Palace. Basically, yeah. Gusto.
Augusto. Oh,
Yeah, he's being assessed to go to play for the Palace game. That's why. Left back, I'm going Vega. Want to see what Vega's all about.
Vega played well on Sunday as well. He was a good ball
Yeah,
carrier.
remember, this is a road. I think this is a rotation game because we got a game on Sunday, so I think this is a rotation a little bit. And I think Casado and Dewsbury Hall will start.
Well, isn't Caicedo? Didn't he kind of look like pick up like a small injury?
Huh?
With his ankle.
Say
I
that
heard
again?
I heard Caicedo might be hurt, so they're not gonna use him for tomorrow.
No, that's a lie. That's a lie. He's
Okay,
ready.
I thought I heard there was like an ankle injury.
No, he's ready. He's ready still. So I think it will be Casado and Dewsbury Hall, and then I'm going in the 10. I'm going Nkuku. Then left wing, I'm going Felix. I think Felix will play left wing. No. Yeah, Felix left wing. Striker, Jackson. Right winger, Madueke. I think Palmer's going to be benched. He'll come off the bench. And Enzo.
Okay, it's not for certain yet, but Cancelo is in doubt.
I wouldn't risk him for tomorrow. Either way, I wouldn't.
Oh,
because
so who are we going to use him?
Because apparently he did actually take a knock on Sunday.
Who we gonna have in the midfield then?
Well, Uchi.
Who?
Well, it's got to be Uchi and Enzo, isn't it?
Uchi?
Leslie?
Yeah.
He said
He went
Southampton.
to Southampton.
Oh, sorry, we got rid of him. So yeah, you're right. Then it's going to have to be Dewsbury Hall then and Enzo.
Yeah. It's gonna have to be them two.
That's an unbalanced midfield right there.
But we got unbalanced midfield anyway.
Bro, I think we get the win anyways. We
should win.
No, we should win the 1-0. I'm going 1-0 in it. 1-0. I think we'll win 1-0.
How many players do Chelsea have now? 56? Not that many.
Do you not think we need another midfielder?
Bro, I was talking about that earlier. I think we need another midfielder and defender, to be fair. We need a ball winner.
Oh, is it? Would you take Zubimendi? Would you take Zubimendi?
He's not going to leave, though.
Yeah, no.
Well, I don't mind. Yeah, I wouldn't mind taking Zubimendi.
Wharton.
Expensive.
Wharton, that's what I would want. Wharton. Adam Wharton. Yeah. He's a baller, man. I'll take him. I'll take Wharton.
We should have got Onana, bro. We should have got Onana before Thingy bought him.
I'll take Wharton or no, Wharton's good still. He's very good still. I can't lie. For his age, he's very good.
Right, we
And
would wait. Hang on 1 second. Caps. I'm just gonna say this politely. That's a guy that already snubbed us last season. We were never getting him, bruv. They made him sign a contract last season to up his price, and then he went buying. And guess what? Bye Michael Elise, because we got Pedro and Neto instead. And I'm not being funny. Anyone here who thinks Elise is better than Neto, you might as well leave this stream because he's not. Anyone here thinks Pedro and Neto not better than Michael Elise? Raise your hand.
bro, you see
Worked out for us.
JP and Wolfie, yeah. You see the position that the position that we're missing out, yeah. You see the position that we're missing out on, yeah. Like what we need, like in the window, like another midfield or another like
We need
proper
a 6,
centre
bro.
back. Yeah. Do you think, and the goalkeeper? Do you think that in other future markets that's what we're going to be targeting on if we get the striker, if we get the winger, and if we get a centre back in the left of the window?
Well, hang on. It'll depend. But on this, Christ, how many players do you guys want? Well, it's not really a matter of how many guys that we want. It's just you got to understand it's previous regime players compared to original regime players. They're trying to get rid of all the original regime's players that usher in. That's why don't forget the forgotten Broya as well.
Yeah.
Right? All those Chelsea youngsters from under the Abramovich era. Out the door you go.
Hey, Wolfie, what's your thoughts on Sterling?
Sterling, I feel sorry for Sterling, because it's not always been his fault, and he is a good player. But the problem is he's a luxury player. He's the icing on the cake. When you got a fully functional midfield and attack,
yeah,
you can whack this guy onto the left, and he'll get you 10, 15 goals.
There was no point. What you're just saying there,
he wasn't Liverpool captain.
There was no point of getting Sterling unless that
he's
was
an
in
Abramovich
place.
signing.
Yeah, no, but what I'm trying to say is, no, he wasn't. No, he wasn't.
That was a new.
It was
ownership.
It was Bowley.
No, go back and check it, bro. He was an
Oh,
Abramovich.
It was Bowley.
We signed him at the same time we signed Thingy from.
It was
Napoli.
Bowley. I know, Wolfie. It was Bowley, bro. It was Bowley because I remember.
He was the sporting director at the time.
Yeah. It was. He was JP, but because remember it was Koulibaly.
Oh, yeah, look, wait, hold on a second. Wait. Raheem Sterling,
Koulibaly and Aubameyang.
Of Chelsea signings under Todd Bowley. Yeah, it was a Todd Bowley signing.
Are you sure? Because I swear him and Koulibaly was signed under Abramovich.
No, it was Todd Bowley, bro. It was Todd Bowley.
It was like one of his first signings, I think. And I think then we got Koulibaly.
It was Todd Bowley because I remember the summer that we were linked to Conde. It was that was summer then. It was then still.
Yeah, but I still think Sterling. He had his uses.
Do you think? Let me ask you a question. Who's getting a better deal? So us out of Sancho, or Man United with Sterling?
To be honest, dude,
Man United with Sterling.
To be honest,
swear down.
Let Sancho go to Juventus. Let's just get Sterling off the books, and let's just get what are they willing to sign him for? Oh, and hopefully they change their minds about Chilwell.
No one's gonna come in for Sterling on big amount of wages, though. I can't lie. He's gonna have to.
They're willing to take him, or they're entertaining the idea, but they're already saying no to Chilwell.
Yeah. But the problem is what we said to them, JP. Yeah, we want a swap deal with Sancho. That's what we told them on a permanent as well.
Do we need another winger? Just let him go to. I'm sure Juventus can pay good money for him. Whatever his wages.
What, you wouldn't take Sancho? You wouldn't take him?
I just don't think we need Sancho. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying he's a bad player.
Listen, listen, we don't need Sancho, but he needs us.
I don't give a fuck if he needs us. What do we need?
No. Listen, that's how it is. No, but that's how it is at the moment. That's how it is at the moment. Because you can't get at no other big club, fam, like apart from Juventus. You know what I'm saying.
Well, on that basis, it depends. JP, right? We'll put it this way, right? What do you think, Deal? Do you think Sterling or who would be better off, Man United or Chelsea?
I think we can get something out of Sancho. You know, Sancho's a Chelsea fan as well.
Well, he's a natural wide player compared to someone like most of the others we have.
But
And he will
what I'm gonna say
still hold
is
the
yeah.
line.
What I'm gonna say is he's not gonna start. He's gonna be like a backup situation. He won't be a starter. I know that for a fact.
Mm-hmm. You don't want Sancho. He's a bad professional. That's exactly what I was thinking.
What do you
But
mean he's a
know,
bad? Well, no. But this
no.
is
He's a bad.
this
He's
is.
bad. No. He's a bad disciplinarian. He's not a bad trainer or
I
anything.
disagree. I disagree on that. I disagree on that
No, he
because
is.
if
He's late for training and shit.
no,
It's a
I
proven
disagree
fact,
on
bro.
that. I disagree on that because look, here's the thing, right? It's Ten Hag. Ten Hag. He doesn't respect Ten Hag. He don't rate Ten
All
Hag,
right.
bro.
Okay, then that explains why he doesn't turn up to Man United training on time, but it still looks bad. I'm not saying it ain't justified, but it still looks bad.
He won't do that at Chelsea. He won't do that at Chelsea. I'll tell you that now. He's a Chelsea fan, bro.
Right, wait, stop, because you've kind of like span away from the subject of your first 11. So can you give me your confirmed first 11 for tomorrow night, please?
I did, bro. I did give you my first 11.
We'll give it again because I've actually forgotten it with all we've been talking about.
Oh,
it's kind
okay.
of span on.
Yeah. Jorgensen in goal.
He was
Chimpong.
Gusto at right back, wasn't it?
No, Gusto's out. Gusto's out, bro.
All right, so who was it right back?
A Chimpong. You
Okay.
remember?
Okay, yeah.
Chimpong, and then I've got Tosin and Badishil. Then left back I've got Vega. Then in the midfield I've got Dewsbury Hall and Enzo. And then I've got in a 10. I'm gonna go Felix in a 10. And then on the left, I'm gonna go with Jackson. No, I'm gonna go with Jackson on the left actually. Yeah. And then I'm gonna go on the right with the Wake striker. I'm gonna go Mark Gui.
Yeah. Okay. Scoreline?
1-0 Chelsea.
Okay. JPT, what's your starting 11?
That's really tough to call because if we don't have if you just play with a single pivot, that'd be interesting. Because who the hell's gonna be playing alongside with Enzo or Juice? I mean, I guess it won't be Enzo and Dewsbury Hall, but that's not a balanced midfield. All right.
It could work. It could work if you both play them as deep line playmakers who support.
Palmer and Enzo need to get rested, but they come off the bench.
Enzo can be out of the lineup versus Palace.
Yeah,
so if he's here, then that's fine.
Do you think if we get Osimhen tomorrow, yeah, or on Friday, yeah, do you think he starts? Do you think he starts on Sunday?
No, he's not gonna start, but he will probably get like 20 minutes.
Yeah, no, I think
he might start.
I think he won't start. You think he will start?
Well, yeah, because if you're talking about right, we've had Pedro Neto for a couple of weeks and he's not started a match yet. So if we get Osimhen, he's probably going to bed in exactly how he did Neto, slowly.
Yeah, Neto only started versus the first Servette game.
Yeah, I thought that was weird, Rosie, comparing Chelsea to Nazis.
Or maybe
more a comparison from the third right to the wing sort of thing. Like,
or maybe he's gonna get announced in front because he's a big signing. Yeah, maybe he gets announced in front of the crowd.
That's true.
On Sunday, JP.
It's possible. I mean,
pardon me,
it could happen, but I don't know. Like
he is a big signing though. So,
but what about Tony?
Yeah, but that happens if Osimhen doesn't happen. I don't rate Tony though.
Glad you're on vacation,
nice.
bro. Hope you're enjoying it. Well, okay. What if we end up with both?
That ain't happening. Unless we sell Jackson, that ain't happening. And you see, I heard this morning, yeah, that Villa want to put in a late bidding for Jackson. Would you sell Jackson?
No.
No,
if we get both, I think it's because we're gonna use Jackson as a left winger, and we'll probably get someone to get Mudryk on loan.
Wait, you think we can get both, Wolfie?
Well, it depends.
It's possible. I don't think it's gonna happen.
It's possible. I'm not gonna. I would actually be for that because I'm not being funny. As much as I do like Jackson, I actually think he plays better on the left.
He does,
So he
innit?
Yeah, he
did it on the
does.
centre. So why not have a combination of Neto, Pedro, Pedro Neto, Maduiki, Jackson. Who else can we use out wide?
I think we're gonna get one. We're not. There's no way we're gonna get two strikers in one window. No chance. I don't see it.
Well, technically speaking, we've already got two if we buy Osherman because we got Mark Gee as well. It's just that he's
Big
just
up
young.
TT.
Big up T in the building. Now TT, I did send you the link if you want to join us, right? Because your analytics of football. Because I want to hear
Oh,
about your
dude.
defense.
Yeah, I want to hear. I want to hear what
He's
TY's got to
defensive.
say.
Yeah, he's defensive analytics on as well because I like the way he examines style of play. I need to get this guy on one day, man. Because I always
I'm
send
sure.
him an
I'm sure.
invite.
Does he want Osherman? I don't think he wants Osherman. You know.
Well, all right. Well, ask him. TT, do you want Osherman? Please, please, please put response in the chat. But big up to
Do you
this
want?
guy
Do
as
you want
well.
him, Wolfie? Do you want him, JP?
What
Who,
you mean,
Tony?
Osherman?
Yeah.
Or Osherman? I would
Yeah.
like Osherman, but the thing is with Osherman, okay, Osherman is not the answer. He's a piece of the puzzle. Now,
What?
my own
Wait. I think he is, though. I think he is. I'll
is
tell you
what
what the reason why. I'll tell you the reason why I think he is.
is what.
Because
Well, the
in
solution, the answer, the puzzle.
floating around that box, yeah, we got look at how many creators we got, right? We don't need another striker that can create. We need a striker that can actually be in the box and be a presence, right?
Hang on,
That's what Osherman does.
hang
Osherman's
on,
All out goal scorer.
huh?
hang on.
Say that again.
Like
TT,
all
if
out
you
goal
want to jump
scorer.
on
Like
with us,
I get what you're
the
saying,
link's
but
there if you want to quickly jump on with us.
Yeah,
I'm on Instagram.
he's more likely a box a presence in the box. That's what I'm trying to say. You see, Tony, he's better with link up playing that. We don't
He's
need
more of a
that
target
striker.
man. He's a target
he is a
man.
target man.
We don't need that type of striker on the ball. Like
But
we got creators as it is. We got Palmer, we got Felix, we got Nkuku. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think
That's why.
Tony's regarded for his like creative or his like
No, he's regarded from the link up play that he has. Yeah,
I
I
mean
don't
I
rate
would say he's
Tony
more
like
like a
that.
counter
Hang on,
attack
wait,
type
hang
of
on. Okay,
striker.
hang on, wait, stop, hang on. So in this case, then, all right, if you believe, right, say for example, that why is Osherman the solution, and what's he gonna offer differently to Tony in your eyes that is the solution to our problems?
He will score more goals than Tony, 1000%. He's
Okay,
a killer in the books, right? Like I'm telling you this now. I'm pretty sure the creators around Osherman that we're gonna have, like, we're not just gonna have one creator around him.
I would
You know what
say
I'm
this
saying?
too.
So
hang on, go on, JPT. So go on, you give me your take on this Tony and Osherman thing.
No, I would say like if Enzo Maresca's instilling his counterattack style football with his playing style, then maybe Tony can be used to that. I always saw him as more as like a a striker to be used like in a counterattack system. But what I would say though is that
Well, hang on. Does that make sense then? Why we should buy both? Or if we're trying to counter attack a bigger
it can
opponent,
give
I'm
us an
going to use
option.
Tony, and then when we play against the smaller teams, use Victor Osherman.
It gives us an option. It gives us we can use both if Enzo recognizes because he did adapt to the game in the second half. I mean he recognized that Mudryk was not playing well, and once he took him out, put Neto in, even Enzo was playing better.
Deals is gone. Wait, where did Deals go?
But what I was saying,
Probably
what I was just
connected.
gonna say though is we still have an issue that our strikers, no matter what, like they don't tend to be like our competing for like golden boot or getting more. Like it's coming from either like the wings, it's coming from like the one of the central like attacking mid. I mean Palmer was bagging goals for fun.
Hang
It's
on, what's this? Wolfie and JBT, you ain't getting carried away. Deals was spot on with Felix take. He a player, yeah, but
yeah
he's
he's a
been
good
at
player.
he's a good player, but he's been at Chelsea before. I'm not being funny. He didn't revolutionize Chelsea when he was here last time.
But wasn't it also under Potter and was it Lampard?
I think so. I can't remember exactly who it was under, but
Yeah, it had been that because
well,
when,
the thing.
mhm.
Go on. No, go on. Sorry.
Because we got him in what January, and then we had Potter until what March, April time, and then just until the end of the season we had Lampard. So could be also just we had two shit managers at the time from then on, and then we had to get him sent back.
You ain't
After
wrong
his
there.
own.
Bring Felix to the kitchen on a carpet then. Well, I'm not being funny. I will say this, right? In terms of the front players, I wouldn't mind seeing an Osherman, maybe Felix on the left, Pedro Neto on the right with a Palmer in the middle of them, to be honest.
I mean,
Because you could play him as a number 9 as well, but I don't think Felix is effective as a number 9 because he's not that really. He's a luxury player, to be honest. He's kind of similar to what Sterling is in the sense of he plays in a different position, but he's more of an icing on the cake sort of player.
yeah.
Oh, there he is. Big up, TT.
There he is.
How you doing, my friend?
Can you hear us?
He's muted. He's muted in a minute, so he's probably getting this up. But anyway, big up to TT. I'll talk to him when he's ready. 100% Wolf, thank you. He still created a ton for your team during a loan.
Yeah.
Yes.
4 goals.
It was 4 goals with like 10 appearances, and I think he got like 3 assists or 2 assists. I'm not sure. But the thing is, there's an imbalance though, because like we've got Palmer, and again, I've said this earlier, and I'll say this again. We've got Palmer in Cuckoo, Felix. Who else that can play centrally or likes to play centrally behind a striker? Because we've got a few of them. Like even you could argue that maybe even Mudryk can play there as well.
Well, he'll be better utilized there, but I think they're still trying to keep him as an all-out wide, like touchline type of winger, which he is.
Well, the thing is, this is what I think is nailed kind of like Mudryk to the wall a bit. I think when you looked at how he played in Ukraine, when he was in Russia and stuff, and how he used to drift inside a lot more, suited him more than what. But nowadays, he's more tried. Being on the touchline isn't his game.
It isn't. No.
I hate you have Felix, but makes me more cuss at Arsenal. Well, I'm not being funny, right? If we get Osherman or Tony, and I'm not being funny. You guys got snubbed by we both got snubbed by Benjamin Sisko. That's still an insult, to be honest. I want to striker when Emery was there. Yep. Well, this is the thing. How do you accommodate Palmer and Cuckoo? Nasty. Not unless you play. Maybe you play Nkuku on the right. You play Felix on the left with Palmer in the centre. But then again, what do you do with Pedro Neto? Or do you put Felix up top and keep Neto on the left? I don't know.
It's weird. My preferred formation, it would have both Caicedo and Enzo on the bench. So I know that would never happen because I was going to say 4-1-4-1, have on the left wing Neto, and then you can put for a left attacking mid. You can either put in Cuckoo or Felix there. Within Cuckoo, if he has that more freedom role where we saw in preseason, it would help out in the midfield. But and then to the right of him, so the right attacking mid, Palmer, and then Madueke, and then have Victor up top. If we get Victor, if not Jackson up top. But yeah, it just won't happen.
I hear you, and I hear that's just Chelsea. Well, you could talk about having talent or not utilizing it all you like, mate. That's that. Well, if you want to talk about talent and not utilizing it, I can go both categories, bro. Because I'm not being funny. What have you guys done to Martinelli over the last 2 seasons? And what Arteta continues to do to Trossard? What's that guy got to do to start a match?
I think he's much better than Martinelli. I think they're just trying to put favoritism.
I'm telling you, brother. It's
not last season, but the season before, because he was great 2 seasons ago.
Bro, every time Trossard comes onto the pitch, right, I just see him standing on there and the silence. You know what I mean? Mr. I'm going to score a goal, Mr. Adams.
I mean, but
pretty much, yeah. Osherman is crap, says DJ Crane. Okay, that's good. Oshiman. Oshiman. No joking. However, this is why you like Madrid and Barca winning every year. Well, the thing is, we used to be like Madrid winning every year. But the thing is, okay, you could say Man City have invested more than we have over the last 10 years. So you could argue on that basis that whoever's invested the most is won. Because a lot of people don't understand this, but when we spent $1 billion under Abramovich, it wasn't just to Well, it wasn't really to improve the squad. It was to
Yeah,
renovate the squad.
none of those signings were like for. I mean, it was weird because you saw like different phases. You saw the Bowley signings, which were like that. These aren't players that would fit in the under 25 model now because we get Sterling, Koulibaly. I don't even know who else. Aubameyang at the time.
Mm,
I mean, then again, but I think Aubameyang was just to lure to appease Tuchel and then just get rid of him.
mm.
But
Well,
and then we got the
yeah,
Goose, and then now we seem like we kind of like been addressing certain needs in the team.
yeah.
Plus,
Basically,
a
you know what
surplus
it
of
is.
goalkeepers.
Would you not agree, baby JPT, that the way this has been managed is kind of like when you watch up a guy take up flooring for a house slowly. You do it bit by bit, inch by inch, and slowly but surely you replace it as you go through it.
You say that it does show.
It's been a facial. Now is TT with us? Are you talking? Are you with us, TT? Is T yo?
He'll come.
Yeah,
Yo, can you here? Hello, how you doing, bro? You good?
no, I'm just here.
Okay, that was an intro from TT and a half. But do me a favor, bro. I've always wanted you on my shows on a more regular basis. But you're a guy who likes to really get in depth to stats, style of play,
Tactics, yeah.
tactics. You know who's good in what positions. Now, give me your take on how you've seen how we're playing. Like your verdict on like how our adaptability's been going. Like, what's your verdict on our style of play so far? Because we've seen some preseason matches, we've seen a couple of competitive matches. What's on your mind, bro? You tell me.
Um, if if I'm being honest, Joao Felix is a signing that when I saw that we're linked with him again, I was saying, where's he gonna fit in? Where's he gonna fit in? Where's he gonna fit in? And I still feel that way. Yes, he scored a goal against Wolves. Very good. That's great. It's a good start. But at the same time, if we're looking to sign Ushiman, or if reports can believe Tony, I don't know where that will leave him or some other players, because you have a Neto that is there, you have a Madueke who's there, and Nkunku is going to be a player that they're going to obviously want to play if he's fit. So that leaves you with one of Felix having to rotate or Nkunku having to rotate, and then Neto who's going to also perhaps have to rotate because they're going to probably want to play Felix either centrally or on the left perhaps. So that is a problem for me. But I don't know. I mean, I think if the players perform good, it's a good problem to have. But I mean, the game against Wolves, it wasn't perfect. It wasn't perfect. I'll give Enzo Maresca one thing. You could see some alterations. I mean, the first half, it was a case of you have Gusto in the midfield for some portions, and then you have Fofana playing as a fullback. But I generally feel as if we have so much players and we're looking to sign other players who are gonna give competition, but you're gonna mess up consistency, you're gonna mess up chemistry because you're gonna have to rotate this player and then you're gonna have to play this player and then you're gonna have to give this player a certain amount of minutes. So I feel as if yes, it's good to have this problem, but we're gonna have an issue of allowing consistency and chemistry to be developed on the pitch consistently, because you have to give minutes to this amount of player. And if you sign
Yeah,
an
you're
Ushiman,
accommodating too many people. Yeah, you're accommodating
yeah,
too many people.
right. So 'cause you sign an Ushiman, if it happens, it's not gonna be something that is cheap, or well, in today's market, cheap. But I I don't know. I feel as if it's just trying to sign a whole bunch of players that look good when you look at the squad, but in terms of fitting them in, I don't see it. It's like you went to the supermarket and you've bought so many groceries because you want to cook some delicious dinner, and then you realize that you've bought too much stuff because you have too much left over, and then you have to use it before it expires. So I don't. I don't think it's
That's a sick and that's a real Jamaican analogy right there, you know. That's a Jamaican analogy. I can when you make your dinner too big. In the waist. Like I relate to that. So yeah, I hear what TT's saying though, but the metaphor, that's purely Jamaican metaphor. I can hear that screaming out. Big up to that analogy though. That was 100%. 100%.
yeah,
I agree with you though. All right, so
right.
do me a favor, right? Out of the ingredients, right? I've asked APT this, and I'll ask Deal this, and I'll ask you this. What would your B11 be for tomorrow? And by the way, that was a beautiful analogy. Again, I gotta say that. That really was.
Ah, um, the lineup. Ooh, I know Neto. They said Neto didn't train, so I guess they're trying to manage him, and
Hmm.
so probably may play on the weekend against Palace. I think it's a game where well, the tie is is in our favor, but at the same time, so the first match we just about won. That was a dirty win, dirty win. But I think it's a game where you can probably give Mark Dew some minutes because
I don't see why
he
not.
didn't he didn't get I don't think he got minutes. So yeah,
Not for the
Well,
last game, but he was there for the City game and then the Servette game.
well, can I ask you a question? What? And again, both of you, and I'm gonna ask this, right? Defensively, are we too frail though? Yeah, are we gonna leak goals against these guys? Because I'm not being funny. With all right, okay. What's with that reaction? Go on, TT. Go on, say your bit. Go on.
because I've said this to numerous people privately. I mean, as much as I would love to see the attack look very competitive, I think we needed to invest more in the defense. I mean, because a lot of the defenders that we have, most of them, especially the ones who are playing now, are ones who are coming back from injury. Levi Cole was out for a while, albeit he wasn't out for as long as Fafana, who hadn't played rather, for 2 seasons back to back. So he still doesn't look like he's up to the fitness, although he's played preseason and all that. So he looks very shaky.
Mm-hmm.
But the defense is very frail. Like the game against Wolves showed it. We leaked some
Yeah,
goals that we could have.
everyone was bigging up that game, and I'm thinking we could have conceded 5 goals. What was special about that performance?
Exactly. The match could have ended probably 6-6 or 7-6. We could have lost the game. I mean, they scored a goal. I think it was chalked offside. I think or
Two of
something.
them,
And they hit the
Yeah,
bar.
and they hit the bar.
exactly. So the game wasn't perfect. The defense was shaky. But I mean, it is what it is. The window is almost finished now. I don't see us signing any other defender unless something drastic happens. But I doubt it. But I think the defense needed more additions. I mean, we did replace, and I don't think it's easy to replace Silva because we don't have that. We have frailties in that team. Some of the goals that we've conceded so far, we wouldn't have conceded with Silva, not the Silva of last season, because that Silva was starting to perform poorly because he was getting older. But that Silva who would chip in here and there. So I think that the defense is going to be an issue. So we might score. We may be able to score some good amounts of goals if the attack continues to perform good and connect well and all that.
It's funny you say that because I said on Sunday, to JPT at half time, didn't I? And he'll back me up on this. With Wolves, we were defending so badly, we might be able to outscore them. And I got told by everyone in my chat that I was out of my mind and that Wolves were going to come back. Even my own twin brother was on the stream telling me, well, we're still going to lose. And yet we smashed them. Like we smashed 4 goals. Remember that JBT when everyone was telling me the Wolves were going to come back and they were going to come back again and all that kind of thing.
It's because like we sit back whenever we take a lead, especially an early lead, and we welcome the attack, and they were walking through the midfield. But once we saw the fourth goal come in, it seemed like okay, now the guys are playing more comfortable. It was things look different. They switched up, and then again, I think Neto made the difference.
He's a gunner, not a Chelsea fan. Man. He's not a wolf. He's more of how can I describe Alan? He's more of a fox than a
Hmm.
wolf. He's agile, quick. He's a good footballer as well when he weren't a bit big. Candy Shack. Oh, everyone's talking about Bill Murray movies. Sorry, I was just wondering why all these Candy Shack and straps and stuff is going. But now I'm catching up. Yeah. So TT and JPT, right? What can we do with what we've got to improve this defensive situation? Because I'm not being funny. It scares the crap out of me. It really does.
I feel I feel as if we may have to probably. Oh, but even suggesting that makes me concerned because I don't think that we, gosh, I don't trust some of those attackers. But I think we may have to sacrifice one of the attacking options because the
What about
defense
Enzo?
is.
Sacrificing Enzo because his the
Or
second
you
goal,
can do that as
the
well.
second the
You could
second
do that.
goal on Wolves again. You saw him for the second Wolves goal, right? He was all over the place defensively, bro. He was right. How can you be that close to the ball and not put a tackle in?
Right. So,
That was-
I think that's probably what has to happen. You'd have to sacrifice either one of the midfielders or either one of the attackers. So one of the midfielders or the attackers, because I think we may need to add another player. I've always thought that since Conte and all of that, the form even with Tuchel proved it. That the team suits a back three, and the players that we have, especially the defenders, they suit a back three because they Fafana hasn't really played in a back four most of his career. Whenever he was playing at Leicester City, most of the times it was in a back three. You have Levi Cole, who was very. I'm afraid to say this, but I'm not really fond of Levi Cole's defensive ability. I think it's a bit overrated because he hasn't impressed me. Um, his concentration is very bad. Uh, that is something that is very obvious. And then you have a Fafana whose positioning has been very poor. So one concentration
Yes.
is bad.
Oh, bro, don't even get me started. Bro, that's why I said I think our defense would have been a lot better even if Trevor Chalobah had been playing instead of Wesley Fofana. And because one thing I will say is Trevor Chalobah is good with his lines, and I'm not being funny. He would
Mhm.
not have played Haaland on side. And who did he play on side at the weekend?
Do you think a lot of what
Ah,
Cole's game is
thank you,
impacted
Rosie.
because he's paired with Fofana? Do you think that there's any
No
impact there? Or
way,
doesn't matter?
Bargav.
No,
No.
no, I don't think so because Levi Cole has always been like that. He's been like that. The problem is, and this is why a lot of people. That's why I don't understand the hype that he gets because at Brighton he had Lewis Dunk, which to this day I still can't believe I'm saying made him look better. Lewis Dunk essentially took him under his wings, and then when he came to Chelsea, Silva was the one that took him under his wing. So I generally feel as if the fact of the matter is he needs that support because his concentration just has never been good.
He's
Um,
22, man, and 21. He's still a kid. As a
Yeah.
centre
yeah,
back, he's nowhere near his. Right now, I'm telling you, right, and this is the centre back's life. Between about 19, when you get into the first team, if you're lucky, to about 24, you're building your game up, you're learning, you're gaining your expertise, and what? Because why is it that all the best defenders in the world, when they're in the primes, are in 28s, 29s, 30s, 31s, 32s? It's because they accumulate the knowledge and they
Mhm.
accumulate the intelligence of the game where they learn how to stamp fires out. That's why Claude Makelele, for me, is still hands down the best defensive midfielder ever. It's because not only because he was a little bit quick when he needed to be, and his timing of tackle was just unbelievable. He wasn't quick, he wasn't fast, he wasn't tall, he wasn't big, he wasn't strong. But what he knew how to do was use his match intelligence to get to places and stamp out fires before they're even a fire. Because
He
like
was a big
he'll take,
preventer.
you know what I mean? You know how Xavi Alonso or someone like Xavi Hernandez for Barcelona would put the ball into the spot where it needed to
Mhm.
go for someone to run onto it. Well, if you want to give you a defensive equivalent, the person that would be kicking the ball out if Xavi Alonso or Xavi Hernandez was to do that would be Claude Makelele, because he would have read the danger. And that's the thing, I think, what TT's alluding on to about concentration. The reading of the danger, the understanding of it wasn't the error. Wait, hang on. Vieira wasn't a better defensive midfielder. Okay, Vieira was box to box and was never an out-and-out defensive midfielder. Let me give you an Arsenal history lesson. That's why you had Gilberto next to him. Gilberto was the ball winner between the two of them. Vieira was the ball carrier. I'm sorry. Beautiful together, hence the reason why they won a World Cup together, or close to a World Cup together. Kante is not on Makelele's levels. I'm sorry, he's not. He's not. I rate Kante because he was a good player, but boy.
Would you say that? Would you say Yaya might have been like probably closest to that?
Who?
Yaya Toure.
What, to Vieira?
No, to Makelele, like this playing style.
Nah, two different players. Like you can compare Vieira and Yaya Toure together, and I'd say maybe Yaya Toure was a bit better than Vieira, but only slightly, because he had probably better fitness in the later parts of his career. Because realistically, there was two major stints for Yaya, and that was at Barcelona, where he got shafted by Pep. What a surprise. And then he went to City and still showed what a world-class footballer he was. And I'm not being funny. When he was at City, everyone was terrified of him. Everyone. And you can't tell them, oh no, we weren't worried about Yaya. Yes, you fucking were. Don't lie. So, cool. And I'm not being funny. Vieira was a great player as well, but I think the difference between the two, right? Vieira helped create a brand of football with Arsenal, which was unique. So over the longevity of their careers, you can both say they were top-notch players. But in going and making an impact, I would probably have said, because if you look at his Juventus stint, Vieira kind of went downhill after he went to Juventus. You can't really say he has as much as an impact as Yaya. So, you know what I mean? Like, I will say that. You know what I mean? I prefer, to be honest, between the two, I prefer Yaya. Sorry. TT, what would you say to that? Yaya or Vieira? And JPT, Yaya or Vieira? There you go. That was another dogged guy as well, Fernandinho. And Essien as well. So who would you take then? Now, Yaya or Vieira, JPT?
I don't know. I'm also thinking about it too. Maybe it's like nostalgia, because I'm like, damn, it's crazy to say anything like to go against Vieira, because the guy was the truth. But
at Arsenal. But unfortunately, I feel sorry for Vieira, because at other teams he struggled. Right? Like Juventus, he struggled a bit.
But we saw what he was able to do. I'm like that. That's one thing I'm saying. Like,
100. But look,
I think just be like kind of that enforcement midfield. Yeah. I would probably edge it out to Yaya.
No. I would actually call Essien a ball carrier, because even when he played at Chelsea, he still had Mikel next to him winning. Mikel would sit next to him sometimes and win the ball, or occasionally in the Man United. Well, I don't know actually. Wouldn't, because after Makelele left, who was our holding midfielder? Yeah, it was probably Mikel and Essien from about 2010 onwards.
I think so.
To about until when we got Matic or someone like that. Because defensive midfielder wasn't a particularly good position for us from about 2010 to about 2015, 16, because we had a lot of injury-prone players then. So because we had the Essiens and all that. So
because we went to more like creative, because I'm also thinking about Fabregas at the time. Even at his age, he was great, and that's something I think we were all hoping that Enzo could turn into, but I don't think it is, unless
Enzo's he hasn't got the idea. Okay, I will say one thing about Fabregas, right? And this is one thing that made him special, where Barcelona kind of wait, right? Fabregas he has that Xavi sense of Xavi Hernandez sense of where he can think and ping a pass quickly. And he'll already have an idea of what he's got before the ball gets to his foot. He knows exactly what he's going to do. I don't think Enzo Fernandez is of that vein. He might get the ball, look up, and spray the ball around, but you need to give him time on the ball. And the thing is, in the Premier League, you don't often get time on the ball because you get closed down quickly. And that's probably where we need to work the balance out. That's why maybe with Connor there, Enzo looked better because you've already got someone who will make space for Enzo.
It was like a kind of like the bootleg version of what we had with like Jorginho and Conte. Because I mean, you have one to play the distribution, one to clean up, give him that space, give him time.
Well, the same thing. Gilberto did the same thing. It's
Yeah.
because you've always got a pair that do the donkey work.
Buenos nachos. Buenos nachos.
The
I
old
think I'm
problem is
awesome.
you had less time. That's true. You do have less time. And I will say this: if you want to talk about quality, look at the amount of mistakes and back passes and stuff that get done nowadays. Where people, the other day, who was I watching? And they just went to clear the ball and they completely missed it with their foot, and they ended up on the deck. I can't remember who it was, but he just like swing and a miss. It was one of the funniest things I'd ever seen. But anyway, yeah. So, boys, scoreline for tomorrow. I think TT said 1-0 if he's still there. What was your scoreline for tomorrow, JPT?
Man, I don't even know what our lineup's gonna be. I have a feeling that Mudra's gonna start. If it is Enzo versus Dewsbury Hall, it's gonna be interesting to see. There's also who's gonna be inverting from our fullbacks, Vega or just, I don't even know, Tosin, or who's gonna be our right back for that game. I know Deal said he thinks it's a Chempong, Joshua Chempong.
Well, could be anyone really.
It might be
To be
Tosin.
honest,
Might be
it could,
Tosin.
it could be anyone really. It could be anyone really because I wouldn't say Trevor Chalobah might have actually
This is what I'm saying. Yeah, but
been able to
or,
cover that
or even to
position.
Sassi, but both of them are not in the They're kind of exiled. And we might even see about his shield. In starting that left center back. I don't trust that guy neither. So it's like we're being stuck a rock in a hard place. But
Yeah, the proverbial. Yeah.
I just need to we should be able to retain a 2-goal lead, even if we're going to Geneva. I'm gonna say 1-1. I think we're just gonna go with
I think somehow for some reason I just think we'll scrape it. I was gonna say 2-2. But I think tomorrow's going to be a panic for some strange reason. I don't think tomorrow's going to be as easy as it's made out.
Do you think if we do lose like in a close like 1-0 game and we go through on aggregate, would this kind of help push the ownership and the board to make a decision and sign either Victor or Tony? That's the one thing I kind of hoping that this take it by side if we do fuck up on Thursday or tomorrow.
Well, the thing is, for me, in terms of the logic of the situation, the logic went out of the situation long ago when you signed João Felix as well. So, because this is the thing, does anyone actually know what the Chelsea board plan is? Because they haven't told us, as far as I know.
We have not adjusted our defensive. I mean, look, great, we got Vega, we got Tosin. We still need a left center back and I don't know. Well, I don't. I mean, Jorgensen. We'll see how he does because I know a lot of people like. What was the Valencia goalkeeper that's now signed with Liverpool?
Makashvili.
Something like that. You know, that might look like to be a good signing, and a lot of our fans are saying, "Oh no, don't get him." Like, they're saying like someone you say no. Now they're saying now it looks like it's like we missed out. Because now, like, who else are we looking at?
I think we should still go get Diogo Costa from Porto. That's a good goalkeeper waiting to be bought, and no one's bought him.
So, hopefully, Jorgensen proves like tomorrow that like he should be at least looked at and be considered to be the number one.
I'm not being funny. Petrovic is still there as well, so I'm wondering if he might claw his way back into it as well somehow. Because he's a good goalkeeper. I like Petrovic.
Yeah, but they already have that like sell target on him.
Ain't that the truth? But anyway, look, we've been going for about hour and 20 minutes. We're gonna wrap it up here now because getting late over here, and to be honest, there's only so much to talk about really. TT, have you got anything you want to add, my bro?
All I can think about is the fact that there's a lot of things that needs to be ironed out in the team. I mean, some people are just holding on to hope that everything will just click, but I don't know. I don't see it like that.
Mm.
I think it's gonna
They,
take a while. It's gonna take some time. It's gonna take a lot of work as well. But I'm willing to see what happens. But as I said, it's not. It's about more than just signing players and for the attack. And as I said, I do feel disappointed that we didn't address that defense. But we'll see what happens.
All right, then. Fair enough. Well, I'll say thank you to JPT. Thank you to obviously TT for popping up when he did. Thank you to Deals. No, no sign of Notorious tonight. I hope he's well and hoping he's doing good. But anyway, thank you, Rosie, Rossi. Bargav, Moss Sports. Was it Capo? Capo?
Yeah,
KPO?
I think Capio.
Capio in the chat earlier as well. Big up everyone who popped by. Donna as well. Obviously, Bargav as well. Big up. Respect to yourself, sir. I hope everybody else is all right. And thank you for tuning in, folks. We're going to round it off. Stay safe. God bless. And we